Hi there, Reardon King, the Practical Spiritualist here for you, and I am just getting started with these videos now, and these videos are just going to be a range of different topics that I've learned a bit about, and I'm just going to share little bits here and there and my experience and all this kind of stuff in the hopes that you may do a little bit of research into this yourself. You can look a little further into each of these different things that I'm bringing up myself. So I'm like a bit of a reporter, plus I'm going to share what I've learned experientially. And so this first video, I'm going to try and keep them nice and short and not too heavy with information or anything along these lines. And this first video is just going to be about my experience with Vipassana meditation. So I've just done about 3 retreats. One was a working retreat, so it wasn't a full 10-day meditation retreat where you're silent for 10 days and you practice a technique of mindfulness, which is really just becoming aware of your senses to bring you back into this present moment. The sound, well, if you're practicing mindfulness in everyday life, you could be engaging in all the sounds around you. You could be just looking out openly and not really thinking too much. You could be feeling your body, which is what you're doing with your eyes closed, your breath, and then you go even deeper with the subtle sensations. You start with just the breath that comes in and out of the nostrils. You do that for a few days, and then you go deep into the mind-body connection, the unconscious mind that gets stored in the body, which is a little bit like what hypnotherapy is all about, which I've been trained in. And so you spend 10 days, you eat nothing but vegetarian food, and you practice the technique that the Buddha was teaching, which is what's so cool about Vipassana. And another really cool thing about it is they are all around the world. You can do them in practically any country. So if you're traveling, you can go and spend 10 days. And the very cool thing about it is that it's all on your donation. So you can choose how much to give. They give you food, teachings, protection, I suppose, and clothing. Not clothes, but your accommodation and everything like that. And it's all based on your donation. And it's very challenging, but it's very much worth it. And you have to go in with the right intention. You have to really set your mind on, yeah, I can do this. And it's not so difficult if you go in with that desire to succeed with the technique and to understand it and all this kind of stuff. And the lady who told me about it said she didn't think she would make it through the 10 days. And she only got 2.5 days in. That's what she told me. She said, I think I'll only get a few days in, and then it will become too much for me. And that's literally what happened. So her mind really created her reality there with the Vipassana meditation technique, experience. And yeah, I mean, it provides, it's such an epic amount of time and space for yourself in silence to get to know who you are at a deep level and find out your purpose, find your clarity, and practice the technique, which will bring you into a very calm mental, emotional state of peace, joy, and well-being. Naturally, you don't seek after it. For example, if you're seeking after happiness or joy in your life, if you're trying to get it through what you're doing and through what you think will bring you happiness, then you're presently acknowledging to yourself unconsciously that you're actually discontent, because you can't seek something out and want something that you don't have without at the same time being discontent. So this is what the technique sort of brings up within you. It teaches you how to become here and now and present and get your happiness, your fulfillment, fill your cup out of each present moment. And then practicing that in everyday life is what mindfulness is called. So it's basically deep Buddhist meditation and mindfulness. And I couldn't recommend it any more highly. I've never felt better than I did during my first retreat. 3.5 days in, and I was up half the night, so excited about how much meditation could benefit people in all areas of life. So whether that's your working environment, whether that is trying to play a sport really well and being really present and embodied for that game that you're playing, or if it's even just in your family situation, in your family life, there's nothing more useful for being present with them and letting go of past negative habits and what's called karma, or cause and effect, which is the memories of the past that are stored in your whole body, mind, and being, essentially. And so you're gradually, step by step, working your way out of all these different things that you're aversive towards, things you don't like, things that you don't want to happen, the fears that you hold in your mind, and you're also working your way out of all the addictions, the craving habits, the seeking habits that you have that actually reinforce this discontentment mechanism that the mind can produce if the mind isn't stable, balanced, calm, clear, and under control. And that's the whole practice of meditation, mindfulness is. Now 10 days is pretty intense, so you might just want to download some meditation apps. I'd recommend Headspace. You can even contact me for a free meditation if you like. And if there's anything more you'd like to find out about it, please just leave a comment in the comment section below, and I'd be more happy to either make another video about it or just respond to you personally. And that's all I wanted to really say with this little video, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I will check in with you guys again soon. Over and out.